On to teach 10.5. I was pretty stressed out this morning. Still am. I can really feel it still. And I feel like I can at least talk now. I was trying to think why I brought up Kenneth's story. And I'm sure it's because it's an example of what people could easily recognize as survivor guilt. The only thing he did wrong was survive. And even that had nothing to do with his actions. It was orders. And he was supposed to have gone earlier. It was a chance that he hadn't done it earlier and then come back and been there for the ambush. Calling it ego is something I do about myself when I seem a little overly full of myself and overly responsive to my own feelings. I don't even know what that means. But I know things aren't as bleak as they feel. And that does make me feel better. I stopped what I was doing to practice a little obedience with the dogs, and I feel better. I sat out on the front porch, watched the rain, and I felt better. And honestly, after I made that first toxic video, I felt better. Of course, then I listened to it and I realized I need to speak up a whole lot louder. I gotta buy a microphone. I remember thinking how excited I was to have my first follower. Thank you, Megan. Oh, so exciting. This isn't really meant for public consumption, truth to tell. I'd rather you didn't promote it or anything. Like I said, it's supposed to be raw material for other stuff. But it's nice to know somebody's listening. And I've heard comments from many of you guys. And it means a lot to me. Gosh, so weird to be there and then come back. You know it's crazy inside your head, but it's you at the moment, so you believe it. 'Cause it's all you. If you could only learn to not believe the stuff that's crazy. Believe in the parts that are true. I guess that's the challenge. Will it be harder coming to it later in life or easier because I've had that other stability? Truth of the matter is, I remember having these feelings when I was quite young, and I shrugged them off as just growing pains or a phase or they probably were all of those things, but it was pretty intense. It was pretty painful. But compared to many childhoods, idyllic. The only place it wasn't was inside my own head. feel like such a scrub not having an excuse to be sick. I've often said that mental illness is the last shameful disease. I'm sure it's not true. Probably lots of other shameful diseases. But I certainly set myself up for it. I'm ashamed of myself. So the minute somebody else says it, I clue into it and go, the shoe fits, the shoe fits, the shoe fits. Then again, I guess most everybody does. There's a lot of misconceptions about what it's like to have this kind of sickness. One of the worst things about it is the way other people treat you. Your ramblings get really tiresome really fast. So that's why this actually works well. People can take it in smaller doses if they want, jump around, edit it in and out like American Idol. See me any way they want to see me. Can't imagine anything I do going viral. It all seems so boring. I'm bored by it so much. But I live it all the time. Mostly I wanted to come on and just try and do something a little more upbeat, not so rambling. Failed on the rambling part. But I've smiled several times, so maybe some of the screen captures will get me doing that. Here's hoping.